Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Ricardo. Ricardo is from Honduras, but he lives in Tennessee, in the USA. So, let's see what Ricardo has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Hello, Ricardo. Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'll be very well. Thank you so much. Ricardo, so tell me, before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
I am originally from Honduras, and which is in Central America, and I moved here to the United States, to Chattanooga, Tennessee, in 2012, and I've been here ever since. I did live in New York for a year, but I came back.
And why there?
I really love the mountains. I like hiking and the water. We have a river that runs across, like in the middle of the city, so. It's really nice to go kayaking there and those kind of things. And I don't know, I like the small town living. I enjoy it a lot better than the stress of the big city.
And all your family, they are back in Honduras?
Majority of them are. My mom is here, my little sister is here. Recently, we brought my grandma here, which is, it's a big deal to bring people to the United States. My grandma's here, my mom, my little sister, my aunt. But then the rest of my siblings are in Honduras.
I see. And what do you do for a living, Ricardo?
I am actually a real estate agent, and I do also manage a restaurant, fine dining restaurant in downtown Chattanooga.
Right. So tell me a little bit about your both careers.
Both careers, they have nothing to do with each other. But when I first came here, one of my first jobs was to be a waiter, because it's quick money and it's good money. Like, you can make a lot of money being a waiter if you have the good, the personality for it. And so, like, I had years of experience, and my friend opened this restaurant, and I was going to invest in it. And then at the end of the day, like, COVID happened, and I ended up just like being just the GM there, and I didn't even move a finger for opening another restaurant. But yeah, I was already in real estate. I've been in real estate for 5 years now, and I love that. That's my job, really. That's my career. But I do enjoy the people that I work with. I have a lot of employees that I love, so that's why I'm still going there 1 or 2 days a week.
I see. Okay, Ricardo, so just before we start our journey, William and the Magic Box, I was checking your profile, and I saw a phrase there that got my attention. I'd like to tell me a little bit about it. It says, stressed, blessed, and real estate obsessed. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, because as you can tell, having 2 jobs, that they're very demanding, both of them. One is, as much as you try to be proactive, it's still, you're kind of reactive to the client schedules and everything. So if they see a house, especially with a crazy market, you have to drop everything you're doing and go show this house. Otherwise, somebody else is going to take it. With the restaurant, it's demanding because of people needs and stuff. So I have to divide myself in between both industries. But real estate obsessed is because I love houses. I enjoy selling houses. First time home buyers are my passion. I don't know. I mean, real estate obsessed. Like, everything you're gonna see on my Instagram is probably going to be like home porn. All of the architecture, everything, like anything that has to do with homes. So yeah.
Good. Okay, Ricardo, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Yes, I'd like to see your Latino moves.
Yeah. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
From Brazil.
I figure you were from Brazil. I can tell your accent.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. Yeah. Let's go. Let's start it.
Right.
Okay, Ricardo, just before we start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't have an answer or you don't want to talk about, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. First question for you is, what's your all-time favorite band and why you consider that?
All-time favorite band. There's a Hispanic group. It's called Rake. I think that ever since they came out, they've been my favorite. Because they say that I look like him, so I guess that's why. I really like that band. It's like alternative ballads, and yeah, they sing anything.
I see. And what's your favorite music? Their song.
Favorite music? I really like deep house music. Basic gay. Deep house music is my favorite one. My favorite DJ would be Zoo. I also like Rufus Du Sol. So many to list.
Good, very good. Next question, Ricardo. Let's do it. Next question for you is, define yourself in a season of the year and why.
I would say, even though it's not my favorite season, but I am more like summer because I'm warm and very tropical. In just the way that I am. I will consider myself to be summer. I also describe myself like a season. But my favorite season of the year would be the winter because I have better clothes for winter.
Oh, like they show you off beautiful clothes.
Yes.
Funny. Next one. Before the next question, as you mentioned now about being gay, did you always have the support of your family?
It was kind of like yes and no, because my family didn't really get into the logistics of it. Like they never asked me anything. They never questioned. I mean, I did have like a few cousins that would do that, but my mom, she realized that I was gay. There was no questions. I think that she never really cared that I was gay, but there was a point in time where she started like being religious, like she started attending church and everything, and so she wasn't really comfortable with the idea of having a gay son. So that was just a little period of her time, and that's when we first came here. But then later she met like my first boyfriend in the United States, and she loved him. I think they were better friends than she was with me. So she's very comfortable with it. We talk about it. Like if I have any like anybody that is special in my life, like I talk to her about it, and then it's really nice. And my sisters, mostly Sandy, which is my best friend. Like that's the one that I usually go for my emotional things. She's like very aware of everything that happens in my life, and the rest of my siblings also are very accepting. So
I think sometimes our family, they need time to understand, to be more educated about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when the news come, they it's not easy for them. The society out there is so strong that it's difficult for them to understand that. But with time, you know what I mean? Sometimes our job as well to teach them, to explain to them, educate them about that as well, I believe.
That's correct. Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of expectations, especially being a man. Like they want to have like nephews, nieces, and my mom probably wanted to have grandchildren, and I'm keep trying to get pregnant, but I haven't yet.
At least you are trying.
I'm trying.
Keep trying, Ricardo. Keep trying. Next question for you is, what's your lucky number and why?
I love 7. My birthday is on April 7th. So 7 is like, even when I go to pump gas in my car, like I go to pump number 7 always. Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's a connection, isn't it? When you have this connection with the number, it's always like that. You just go up. In my case, I'm very connected with 3. And when I look back in some points of my life, like some memories or some important occasions, always there is 3, 13, 33. There's always 3 behind. And when I was a teenager, I went to astrology, and this person told me, Your lucky number 3. And I said to this person, oh my God, I already knew it. Somehow I already was connected with the number. So it's very interesting how numbers can give us like impacts, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I found it very interesting.
Definitely.
Next question. Before the next question, tell me what is the most challenging part of being a real estate agent?
The most challenging part would be other agents.
They give you a hard time.
It's crazy to work with people that they're new to the industry. I get it, you know, like everybody, like I was new to, and but there's a lot of egos, you know, with other agents, and like you know, people that have attitudes and that kind of thing. Sometimes you cannot control what they're having a bad day or something, so it's kind of hard to deal with them. I think realtors that don't know how to do their job is the harder part of the business. I mean, you do have like clients that are demanding, but that comes with the business, and I think that that's something that is expected. So yeah.
Good. Next question is, what does your best friend do that comforts you the most?
My best friends, well, my best friend will be my sister, and I do have, you know, a bunch of other best friends. But my sister, the way that I think, like the way that she does things whenever like I'm struggling with something, and I ask, because she's the very first person that I ask for advice, you know, and she usually just like slap me through the phone, and I kind of need that sometimes, you know. But she's also very compassionate and understanding, so I do appreciate that from her.
I see. I think it's a plus when you have your siblings as a best friend, isn't it? It's a plus because this person is being raised with you, knows you since you were a baby, or since you know who you are. So I think it's a plus when you have your siblings as a best friend, for sure.
Yeah. It's a blessing for sure. Yeah.
Lucky you, Ricardo. Next question. Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
Perfect, healthy relationship. I don't know. Yes, I do know. I think communication is a big thing, and I feel like everybody says that, right? Like there should be communication in a relationship, but there's also other little things that are very important, you know, like intimacy, and not only in the bedroom, but like intimacy when it comes to like, you know, opening up to like personal things and just being vulnerable. I think that's a big thing, and being a good listener. I don't know, so many things that I can list. And honesty too.
Yeah, I think communication is a big point, isn't it? Communicate, be open. I think that goes a lot of directions.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure.
Ready for another one?
Yes, please.
Let's do it. Before the next one, let's say I'm going to come to Honduras for the very first time. Where do you advise me to go to visit? What's the postcard of Honduras?
Okay, so everybody goes to Roatan. I recommend that you go to the islands for sure, the Bay Islands. So you have Roatan, you have Utila, and you have other little islands, but those are the two main ones. They have really nice coral reefs. Then in mainland, I will suggest you go to the there's some good beaches in Trujillo, which is, you know, north of the country. Then there's other in the occidental part of the country. You have the Mayan ruins, the Copan ruins. So that's a really interesting thing to do. And the mountains, like just the landscapes there are really nice.
Great. Next question is, good one. If you're not yourself, would you like to be yourself, and why?
I think I like to be myself. Yes. I'm a pretty cool guy, and you know, I've worked really hard to be a good person, because, you know, like situations can make you have, you know, a different outcome in life. But I feel like I am very kind, and and I like that about me. I think that I'm known for that. I'm known because like I like to help people and that kind of thing. So I think that I would like to be me. Yes, because of the drive that I have. Too.
And what, in your opinion, what's the biggest strength that you have? Like,
leadership. I think I'm a good leader. Also that I do care. I'm sometimes too much. So it can be my strength and can be my weakness too. So yeah.
I think it's the Latin blood. Latin blood.
Blood, yeah, you're right.
Next one. Ricardo, next question is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why?
I don't know. I'm very content. I'm very content with the decisions and the life that I've had. I think that everything serves a purpose. I don't know.
Could be for positive reason as well. You know, sometimes you think like, oh my God, I wish I could go back just for a minute in that moment in my life, just to feel it again, the joy, you know what I mean?
Oh, I think that my trip to North Carolina, I would like to live that again. The mountains, the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina, oh my God, that's like the best experience. I almost cried. And like I went to the overlook and I saw like the clouds like disappearing from the mountains. And it was like something that I only have seen on TV. It's hard to explain, but it's a beautiful experience. Sounds kind of silly, but it's true. Like it's amazing how God created this world. So yeah, that's a good experience, I think.
Good one. Next question. Okay, Ricardo, next question is, what do you like the most about your best friend?
I think her strong personality. She's a strong woman. And she's beautiful. I mean, she's my sister. She's a beautiful girl. She has a good sense of fashion too, so I do respect that.
What's the biggest difference between both of you, and what's the biggest similarity?
The biggest difference is, I don't know. We actually look kind of alike when I'm skinny. So I guess like physically we already have that down. The biggest difference is that she's a girl and I'm a boy. And we are we have like similar personalities. So I think, yeah, I couldn't tell you something specific right now. I can't think of the top of my head.
She's younger or older than you?
She's older. She's 2 years older than me.
See. Mm-hmm. I have 3 questions left for you, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Do it. Raise the Honduras vibe.
Yeah. Punta.
Next question is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
Splurge. I think that I will take my family to Europe. I think that would be it. But I wouldn't spend it all. I would like to invest the money. I will buy houses and flip them.
And if you could come to Europe, which place would you like to visit for the first time?
Well, I'm actually going to Paris in April. So hope that's nice. I have a friend in Switzerland, so I'm going to go visit him. Would like to go to Italy, but I don't think I have enough time because I'm only going for 2 weeks. So and Italy is just such a big country and that has like so many big names, so many big cities that I would like to like at least spend a few days in each of them.
Yeah, I think the good part of Europe, the places are very close, the countries, they are very close to each other, so you can get the train or, you know what I mean, a plane is very quick, easy to get some other countries.
Second time I go to Europe, I'm going to go to London or, the UK.
Let me know.
Yes, definitely.
2 questions left. That's
okay.
Good. Ricardo, before the next question, of course, through those 2 years that the world has been upside down regarding the COVID crisis, what's the most positive thing you took out of this challenge journey so far?
You know, I think that obviously it was sad that a lot of people died. Thankfully, I didn't have any family members other than my sister's dad that passed away from COVID. But to me, I mean, like, I don't think that it affected me that negatively, honestly, because I was still working. I lost all the deals that I had from real estate at the time when everything, you know, was coming to the United States. But I, at the same time, like that same year, I bought my first house, and about a new car. Like, I think it was a really good year for me. I made the most money I've ever made. So yeah, I think it was a good year for me, actually. So to me, it wasn't as bad. I think it's just like, you know, this adversity, it really depends on how you take it. Like, you either take it to bring you down, or you take it to your advantage. And I think that that's what I did. So it left a lot of positive things that year, 2020. Ugly year for everybody. I think it was a good year for me.
Okay, next question. Okay. Next question for you is, what made you laugh this week or this month?
I actually like to watch like funny videos on on YouTube. So that's actually one of the things that I do to, you know, for killing time. When I don't have anything to do around the house and stuff, like or when I'm actually like feeling like anxious or you know, sad or whatever, like I just play those kind of videos, and it takes it away all these negative thoughts. So yeah, I think that maybe.
Very good. Well, very good. Ready for the last question?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Last question. But before the last question, what would be your best piece of advice for someone who would like to start a career as a real estate agent?
I think that the best, one of the things that is, do your research before you do it, you know, because like a lot of people just come into the industry not knowing, thinking that the first little classes that you get about the law and everything are everything you need to start selling real estate, but it's not. You have a little more education to go on the first year. So don't be discouraged. Make sure that you last at least the first year. And then like once you sell your first house, you're going to get your investment back because it's expensive to become a realtor. But it's not as expensive to open, you know, another business. I'm sorry. It's expensive to become a realtor, but it's not as expensive as when you open another business, like a store or something, you know, like you spend like about $5,000 here in the United States to become a realtor, maybe less if you're smart. And then, you know, to have other types of business, it's just not like you spend a little more than that.
Right, so let's go for the last question, Ricardo. Last question is, what scares you the most about your future?
Dying. Dying and not being able to accomplish all the things that I want to accomplish right now. And I think that that's going to be an ongoing thing, because the more you accomplish, the more goals you set for yourself. And so I think that that's I don't want my life to be short. So that's, yeah, I'm scared of dying.
You always had that or not?
I think that this is more of a recent thing. I really didn't think about it that much before, but I just want to do so much and do for, you know, for my family. And yeah, so I think that I do want to experience like having my own family, having kids and all that. And I don't want to leave this world without experiencing that, you know?
See. Interesting. Right, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words and just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with family.
Family is everything for me.
Money.
It's necessary.
How about love?
It's necessary.
One word for life.
Life. Enjoy it. Enjoy. Yeah.
How about sex?
Nice.
I like the way you said nice.
It has to be said like that.
Politics.
Huh? Politics. Dumb. Especially religion, respect,
fear,
dare,
okay, friendship,
care,
desire,
sex. I'm just kidding. No.
Why not? Why not?
Desire. God, I didn't think that was gonna be hard. Desire. Let's go for sex. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Regret.
None.
Success.
More.
Wish.
A wish. Success.
Amazing. Happiness.
More. Happy.
One word for USA.
Blessing.
One word for real estate agent.
Blessing.
And the last one now, Honduras.
Memories.
Good. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely sister, your best friend, for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, what's the most beautiful thing about you, and what's something that you still need to improve on? What do you think your sister will tell me?
Oh, that I'm very caring and I'm selfless. And the things that I need to improve on is I need to stop being so intense with my lovers. I think that's the bigger thing that she always preaches to me. I don't think I am, but you know.
Let's see. Let's play now. Ricardo and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Ricardo, you can ask me a question now.
Ask you a question. Why did you go to London from Brazil?
Wow.
Or how?
It's a big question, Right. So I, as a child, as a teenager, I started studying English, and I always been passionate about the language, always been. And back in Brazil, I don't know in Honduras, but Brazilian people, we tend to go to USA, the American dream. You always want to travel to USA. Long story short, I was trying to go to USA, and of course I couldn't get a visa because my parents couldn't afford to pay for, you know what I mean, for my expenses in the USA. So I literally went to a travel agency, and she introduced me to a very good friend of mine. Is a good friend of mine now, and she was living in Portugal at the time. So I decided to go to Portugal first, because I want to live in a country where the first language is English, where the mother language is English. And she said, why don't you go to Portugal first? And after, you can try London, you can try Ireland, and you can speak English. So I said, okay, why not? So I was 19 years old when I moved to Europe. And and I've been living in London for the last, let's say, 16, 17 years now. And London is home. I love being here. I think but the main reason was because of the language.
Oh, nice. That's a good story. I actually came here to United States when I was 19 as well. It was against my will. My mom got married with a New York, with a Yankee. And so she got married with an American, and she wanted to move here, and I was 19, so it was like the perfect age for me to get also, my permanent residence here. And I didn't want to come because I just established a relationship with my sister. Like she just came out of the closet, and coming here was like living with my friends, my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came here and I didn't like it at the first year, but then I got used to it. I wouldn't go back to Honduras now.
Good. I'm glad that you find your way there. I think sometimes, it takes time for us to get used to the place, but after when you get used to it, you just enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what Ricardo, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
I did. You're very, you made me feel very comfortable. So I really like that.
Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time for the interview on Sunday. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Before you go, I would like you to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires in life.
Just don't be afraid of success. Make sure that you follow your dreams. And I know that that's like taken out of a box. Like everybody says the same thing, but when I say don't be afraid of, pursuing your dreams, it's like if you do have a strength, if you do have something you're good at, make sure that you become even better at it, like the best you can be, so that way you can either make money out of it or share your happiness with somebody else. I think that's very important.
Very good.
Happiness is very, very, very important.
Yes, for sure. I think the meaning of life is being happy, live by day and try to be happy all the time.
It's a decision that you make every day.
Absolutely. Ricardo, thanks so much for the interview. We'll keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure connecting with you.
I'll come visit you next trip that I make to Europe, okay?
Please, let me know in advance. I can organize myself and I can show Lando a little bit for you, okay?
We'll do an in-person interview next time.
Yes. Take care, okay?
All right,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.